Warming up in FPS games is like a musician tuning their instrument before a concert. It's that crucial prep time where you stretch your fingers, get into the groove, and mentally prepare for the main event. In gaming, warming up can involve playing a few rounds of private matches or running aim training scenarios to get your reflexes sharp, your aim on point, and your mind in the game. Just like how musicians need to warm up their fingers and minds to play their best, if you want to excel in Warzone, you need to warm up. Warming up is important because it not only helps prevent injuries like strained wrists or fingers, but it will also enhance your overall performance, reaction time, and accuracy when you jump into the intense gunfights Battle Royales have to offer. So whether you're rocking out on stage or dominating the Warzone, warming up is key to hitting all the right notes. And in this video, I'm going to show you ways you can warm up in Warzone. This is the only Warzone warm-up guide.
It's working out. It's fine. It's fine. I appreciate all you do. Appreciate all you do. Appreciate the brotherhood. We'll do it again.
Oh, let's go. What a nah.
Learning is a two-stage process, and the learning I'm referring to is specifically deliberate learning, language learning, skill learning, learning knowledge of any kind.
You've been living under a rock if you don't know who Andrew Huberman is. He's a neuroscientist and professor at Stanford University. He's known for his research on brain plasticity, neural regeneration, and his podcast, The Huberman Lab. We'll be referring to him throughout the video.
Much of the trigger for neuroplasticity as a process is engaged by dopamine and norepinephrine and a molecule called acetylcholine, which is liberated from multiple sources. That we always talked about how acetylcholine controls the contraction of muscles, but in the brain, acetylcholine mainly comes from two sets of neurons, one in the brainstem and another in the basal forebrain, and it serves as a kind of a highlighter, marking particular connections or neurons that later stand a chance to become stronger.
Here, Huberman is talking about the biochemical processes that take place when one engages in intentional focus. Focusing intentionally during your warm-up is super important. It's like getting your game face on before diving into the chaos of what a BR is. By concentrating on your aiming, movement, and decision-making during warm-up, you're basically getting yourself in the zone to crush it in-game. It's all about sharpening those skills and making sure you're ready to tackle whatever the game throws at you with confidence and finesse. Aim training in Warzone is like stretching before a marathon. It's crucial. Think about it. In the heat of battle, every shot counts, and having sharp and crisp aim can be the difference between victory and a back to the lobby screen, whether you're flicking to enemies or tracking their movements. Honing your aim through aim training helps build your consistency and improves your reaction times. Plus, warming up with some aim drills gets your reflexes primed, your accuracy on point, and it'll make sure you're awake too. Don't listen to me though. Hear what Dashy from Optic has to say about it.
I've always fucked the cop for that because he's just like, dude, me and Kyler shoot so many fucking bots, it's crazy. I go straight to rank. If you go straight to rank, you're a fucking am, bro. Listen, guys, listen. Like, just take tips from me. Like, from one shooter to multiple other shooters in the chat, you shoot fucking bots before you go to rank, bro. How you gonna get in rhythm? It's true. COD's all rhythm, bro. Imagine you get on, you just get fucking cycled, bro. You think you're gonna fry the next game because, oh, I think I'm warmed up. Nah. You know, you're in the fucking, you're warmed up to get fucking cycled again, bro. You're warmed up to get shit on like one more time.
All right, welcome to the Warzone private match menu. So these are the settings we're going to run through. And the map really doesn't matter. I just like terminal because there's multiple levels and there's multiple lanes and there's varying distances, etc. So we are going to start with the timer. We're going to turn the timer all the way to max. We're going to turn the score all the way to max. Turn the match time all the way down to 5 seconds. So this is how much armor you spawn with. This is how many you have in reserve. This setting has been bugged, and they've taken this setting out and added it back a few times. Hopefully it works when you guys try this. Spawn ammo mags, turn that to max, so you don't have to use scavenger. Add bots, and I normally just keep it on recruit, and it depends on how big the map is, but I think terminal you can have 6 bots and it will work out. Also make sure you confirm. And while we're in this, we're going to be doing things like practicing visual comprehension. The game, you can't ever see anything, so practicing seeing things as much as you can is going to be a good thing. The other thing we're going to practice is movement. Now, this is not a movement guide. I'm just telling you how to practice, but if you would like a movement guide from me, let me know in the comments. And the main thing for this is just slowing everything down. You want to start off slow and then build things up. So what I mean by start off slow is, for example, so I don't mean literally walk around, but just my cursor movements, we're just going to be extremely slow. I don't think that the bots have plates here, so we might just have to turn that HP up to 300. That's a decent workaround whenever the plating mechanic is not working. We want to be really deliberate with our cursor, and we want to just start off really slow right now. Just do simple movements, nothing crazy. Little jump chows, things like that, slides, reloading. There's nothing crazy. We're being very, very slow with our movements right now. We don't want to be stressing ourselves out. This is a warm-up. This is practice in a way. We want to be very intentional and methodical with our inputs. So something that a lot of people don't do is use pings. And so when you're in this, just before you shoot, just try to get a live ping off. So drop shot action there. Just everything super intentional. No fast movements just yet. Try to be really smooth with your inputs and with your thoughts. Something else that I'll do is I won't shoot the bots, and I'll just practice evading their bullets. And even if you don't know anything about movement, if you just mess around with the game mechanics, you can figure out what works and what doesn't work. And it's a good way to tell what kinds of things might be possible against actual players. Something else that I'll do is I'll do movements. And once I want to see something, see how something looks, if I'm actually moving quickly or not, I'll let the bot kill me, and I'll watch the kill cam. And that's a really good way to practice as well. Throw a little jump peek into a slide, into a dive, and that kind of movement would be hard to track even for a good player. So you can incorporate something like that into your game once you see how it actually looks, and that's a good way to learn.
Skies and Kismet now, the pressure mounting. Can the young rookie do better?
Studying pro COD players is like unlocking a treasure chest of gaming wisdom. You can pick up all sorts of cool tricks and strategies by just watching how they play. But the real magic happens when you start asking why they do what they do. That's where the gold lies. Understanding the why behind their moves gives you a peek into their brains and helps you level up your own game. It's like getting insider secrets straight from the pros. So next time you're watching a match or a stream, don't just focus on the flashy plays. Ask yourself, why did they make that move? You might just uncover some game-changing insights.
It's too late to apologize. Yo, this thing's kind of zapping, bruh.
What is?
The rival. Again, I'm just shooting bots, but it's kind of zapping.
Did they buff it again?
No, but they nerfed the MCW, so technically.
All right. Now this is the last part of the warm-up I'll do, and I'll usually do this while I'm in queue for a game. Let's get into it. So we are going to the firing range. So this is my snipe class, and I will pull out my sub. And what I'll do is I'll put on armor first. And what I'll do is, I'll tell you what I don't do. What I don't do is just sit here still and shoot the bots. This is not what I do. It's not terrible, but it's not great. The first one and the back one will move whenever you chow it at its location. So whenever you chow it at the location, it'll switch. But this one's here, so if I go here, the one in the back will move. If you go in the middle, the one in the middle will move. So what I will do is I will turn 90 degrees. I'll look this way, I'll chow, and then I'll track it here. I'll do the same thing for the one in the back, even though it's going to be hard to do with the striker. But I will chow it like that, and I'll just always doing moving chows. I will never, ever stand still and go for a chow. Don't do that. If you're just starting and you can't do jump chows, then you can do that. But if you can, just really try to jump chow. Into a slide. Can't dive in this, unfortunately. Something else you really want to take advantage of when you're in here is understanding the recoil patterns of the guns. So for example, the striker basically has no recoil. It just goes straight up. Who would have known? Anyway, so I'll do slide into chow, jump chow, jump chow, jump chow, jump chow. Also, something you'll notice is that whenever I'm shooting, I'm always strafing, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Jump, left, left, right, left, right. Something you always want to do is moving while you're firing, just so it keeps your opponent from hitting all their bullets on you. Shot here. I'm never going to always be looking at the target, so something I'll do after I take a shot is I'll just do some movement and then look back towards the targets, right? Jump chow, jump chow. Really try to hone in on that recoil. And while I'm doing all this, I'm waiting for a game. So the last thing I'll do is I'll jump chow, shoot one bullet, jump chow, one bullet. And I'll switch back and forth so the target is constantly moving. I messed up. You got to jump in the pocket of this thing, and this is a little bit harder, but it practices that first shot accuracy. This is kind of similar to the way that you want to snipe. Is you put off your damage and then you immediately get into a defensive position where you're pulling the bolt back. So for example, snipe, defensive position. As soon as that bolt is back, we're attacking. As soon as that bolt is back, we're attacking. So just really honing in, being very intentional about not pulling the trigger, being very disciplined about not pulling the trigger until you are on that target will help you win more gunfights. The general rule with warming up is you want to be warming up for 15 to 20 minutes per every 2 hours you plan on playing, up to 35, 45-ish minutes. And the reason for that is once you go past that amount of time, the warm-up starts to turn into practice. And so tailor the balance of each of these things to what you need in the amount of time you plan on playing.
So the takeaway from this is, in order to learn at any age, the most critical thing is that you bring as much focus and active engagement to the learning, the encoding of the information, bringing in the information, and then that you get into a state of deep rest as quickly as possible. Typically that would be the night after you learn.
If you guys enjoyed this video and you want to support a brother, help him follow his dreams, drop a like, drop a subscribe. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them in the comments below. God bless. Thanks for watching.